What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside the Tap In studio, man. And I got a special guest, one of my homegirls from way back, Miss Courtney Goldie Jackson. How you doing, mama? Yeah.
Good. Awesome. I'm honored.
Come closer
Thank
to
you.
that mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me scooch.
We want to hear, yeah.
I'm a scooch like that right there.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm so excited. I didn't even know you was in Dallas, so.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Been here for 8 years.
How did you know I was here?
So, how did I find out you was here?
Was it because I was just at the Improv with Damon Williams?
So, I think a video popped up with you was on there, and I was like, wait, she gonna be here? I was like, oh, let me see if her number's still the same. And I called, yeah.
And it is. It is. I have not changed my LA number.
So you touring with Damon now, or it was just
I hope speak. Yes, let's speak that into existence. Not yet. We just did that one weekend. We did Memorial Day weekend at the Arlington Improv.
Okay, how was that?
Dope.
Damon
man.
is so funny.
And then we had Q. We had comedian Q. Q got jokes.
Q.
He featured for the most of the weekend.
Yeah.
One day he was out because his son graduated. You know what I mean? And we was like, but what about us though? What about us?
Yeah.
So. But he had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, that's daddy time.
So it was great. It was great. And it was so wild how I got that too, because I was just in Chicago. I was doing riddles like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And we did a brunch. We had like a comedy brunch and everybody was there. It was dope. Like we had like Just Niche and everybody was in the building. So Damon came, and when he saw me, he just was like, where you at? And I was like, I'm in Dallas. And he was like, oh, yeah, I need somebody to host for the Improv. And I was like, what? Of course, yeah. So, and that was good.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
See, it's about relationships, man. This whole business is about relationships, man. So I love it. Yeah. So I want to, I kind of just want to go down the timeline that I know of.
Can I just say you have not changed?
Oh, thank you.
No, when we was in them streets, like back in LA, you still look the same at all. It's a little salt and pepperish right here.
Yeah, a little salt
and pepperish. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? You still look the same.
I don't know if you know this, Gold. I used to have a crush on you.
I think I did know that.
You did?
I think I knew that. Yeah, I think I had the same crush on you back.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. We used to flirt. It was a little flirtation going on.
See, I thought you was just goofy and you would just play so much.
No, I was scared of rejection. That's why I laced it with humor. I always laced the flirt with some humor.
So is that how you flirt with dudes?
That's why I'm single. Oh, okay. That's why. Dang. Who knew? We should have this conversation 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fellas, now you know.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I just be playing.
So let's go back. So I know you said I'm kind of not jealous, but I wish I could have went to North Carolina like you did. You went to the University of North Carolina.
I did.
And that used to be like my dream school to go to. And I used to really want to go there. And I found out that you went there. I was like, tell me all about it.
Yeah, it was amazing. You
really?
know, I mean, actually, I think it was my sophomore year, summer there, when Vince Carter came back to finish his degree. So Vince would just be chilling. Now, he was already big time Vince Carter, superstar. You know, everybody knew him, and he would just be on the yard just kicking it. And it was so wild because all of his boys were gone. So he just on the yard by himself, just kicking it for that summer to, finish up or whatever. But he was so cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
But Carolina was everything you think it was.
Really?
It was Carolina, yep. Yeah, it was crazy. So.
I love North Carolina.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
How did you get into entertainment? Period.
So after I graduated from Carolina, I ended up moving to Greensboro. And I moved in with my best friend Renata, and 2 of our other friends were living with us.
She came to LA with you, right?
She did. So me and her used to live together. She's still out there. Yeah, she got my god babies out there and everything. So we used to just sit around in the crib. We would smoke and just come up with crazy ideas. And me and her together was so funny. And we was like, man, we should just go to LA. Yeah, we could do it, for real, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of came out of that. We were probably we were in our early 20s at the time.
Really?
And we were like, well, how we gonna get there? You know what I mean? We could just drive. We just coming up with step by step how we gonna get to LA. And then at the same time, I really wanted to try comedy. So I think somewhere in those years, we ended up going to Miami for like a spring break or something. And I was like, ooh, when we get to Miami, we should find an open mic. Like, this is just how my mind is working. And I'm like, yeah, we should find an open mic. And we didn't. We was too busy in the streets, partying, having fun. We never did find an open mic in Miami. But that was still kind of in my head to do. So my cousin helped me, shout out Jasmine Kelly. She helped me move to L.A. We drove my car all the way from North Carolina.
Goodness.
40 hours in the car to get to L.A.
God dang.
Yeah. And so, as soon as I got there, I'm like immediately looking for a job. And then when I was on Sunset Boulevard and I saw the Comedy Store. And I was like, oh, there it go. This it, right? And I remember the story about Jamie Foxx saying that females had an easier time getting on stage. So I did, I didn't have like a name or anything, and I was just like, Courtney Jackson from North Carolina. That's what I put on the line, on the list on that Tuesday for the open mic at the Comedy Store. And I ended up performing on the main stage that night. And then from there, I met somebody, I can't remember his name now, sorry, but I met somebody who kind of took me around to all the other clubs, and that was it.
So you had never did stand-up before that time?
No. My very first time on stage was at the Comedy Store.
Really?
In L.A., yeah. Uh-huh.
God.
Yeah.
And you didn't get like into no like competitions like before. I'm talking about while you like in school or any kind of theater or anything like that?
I auditioned for a play at Carolina.
Okay.
Where I got the part, but something happened and the play never happened.
Okay.
But I felt, like I was winning because I got the part for the thing. And I think it was like a part for like a paranoid schizophrenic or something. And I was in there wilding. Like, I was like licking the walls. Like I was acting real crazy.
Yeah.
But they were like, ooh, she's good. You're good. So, that kind of sparked that. And then my first like actual training I got with Jay Phillips. And so Jay Phillips put me in a show. It was like an episode of his show. And so he was kind of giving me some pointers and stuff. And then he told me who to get with for coaching. So I ended up taking Leslie Kahn's class for coaching, and he was like, "Oh, I know you official now. You really mean it. You mean it. Yeah." So
because your energy is big superstar TV. Like that's just who you are naturally. You know what I'm saying? That's a superstar quality. You know what I mean? Not everybody has that where they just big and just like they'll go for it. Everybody don't have that. Most people kind of reserve. And, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm a Gemini. So
matter of fact, I apologize. Happy belated.
Hey,
happy belated birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
May 23rd. May 23rd.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I actually celebrate my birthday in LA.
Yeah.
Because me and Bro Man did Tommy T's in
Pleasanton.
In Oakland. Pleasanton. Yeah. I've been just saying Oakland, but it's really officially it's Pleasanton, California. So we did the weekend last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And then I wanted to come to L.A. and celebrate. What's so wild is Earthquake had his birthday party the same night.
Really?
Donte, and I did not know. I saw it the next day on Edwanda's page, and I was like, I was just out here having regular fun. I was doing regular stuff, and I could have been with Earthquake in them. And then I seen Dave Chappelle in the back with the bottle. I was like, no.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You gotta know more people. You gotta know more people. I swear you do. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, so the play you never went. Jay Phillips turned you on to some people, and okay, so you get to LA.
Yeah.
And you just started hitting like the comedy scene.
So started hitting the comedy scene. I lived in North Hollywood, so the Ha Ha Cafe was the closest club to me. So I was doing the Ha Ha, every week, all the time, just up there all the time, trying to get stage time, And then 2 months after I moved to LA is when I got the Flavor of Love.
Really?
Yes. 2 months in, okay? And do you remember the club Mixed Nuts?
Yes, in LA.
I was bartending at Mixed Nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to love that little club.
Yeah, me too. Me too. With that big stage.
Yeah.
So, and I was making horrible tips. Like, it was the worst. It was the worst money ever in life. I think I was making like $15 a night in tips. Over here, feel like I'm winning. I got $15. So, because I didn't know how much bartenders be making.
Yeah.
But I only knew how to make one drink though.
Oh,
you feel
okay.
me?
Yeah,
I just knew how to make that adios. I got that adios on deck, baby.
Yeah.
So that kind of, I was able to be introduced to a whole lot of comedians who were coming through Mixed Nuts. And it's funny too, when I moved to LA, I was smoking cigarettes, right? I was just so nervous. My nerves was bad. I moved from North Carolina and I'm out here, I don't know nobody, you feel me? And they would tell me outside, it's like, you don't look like a smoker. You don't look like you don't look like you should be smoking. That's not really you, really.
Yeah.
So anyway, crazy. So yeah, that was good, and I was doing that, and so that it just all that together just was kind of feeding into me becoming, a stand up.
Yeah, because I think that's where. I think when you just go into the club like every night, I don't know which club that me and you met, but I just remember seeing you at all the clubs. I remember seeing you performing, and then that's how you just gain relationships with other comics that are trying to come up at the same time you trying to come up. And you said 2 months after you got to LA, you got Flavor of Love.
Yeah, it was I did a music video with this artist called Papa Roo out of Houston. Right?
Okay.
And so on the video shoot, it was a girl. I met a girl on there. Me and her got cool. And so I think I played a prostitute. She played a crackhead, And so we got cool on the video shoot. And like maybe a few weeks later, she, called me or whatever and was like, girl, did you see that audition for that show with Flavor Flav? And I was like, yeah, I saw it. And she wanted me to go to the audition with her. I talk about this on stage. She wanted me to go with her. And I was like, okay, I ain't doing nothing. So I got dressed up or whatever, and we went to the audition. Lie to you not, Donte. When we got there was 3 people in line. It was me, her, and one other random girl.
That was it?
That was it. And I'm looking like, dang, this look like a show don't nobody want to be on. Because, I'm thinking, Hollywood auditions, it's like packed, people, lined up to get in. It was 3 of us to get in on I think. So anyway, yeah, man. And they asked us who, could you see yourself falling in love with Flavor Flav?
Lord,
she said no, right? And I was like, dummy, you can't get on the show like that.
Right.
And I said, yeah, hell yeah, he look like everybody else I done dated. That was my real answer that I gave in the audition.
Really?
Yeah.
Golly.
So and then we, once we shot it and, we couldn't talk about it. They said you couldn't talk about it, till the show actually came out.
Right.
So it was like I was, getting up doing open mics. Like, man, y'all don't understand what I just did. It's gonna be crazy.
So how long were you actually on the show?
I did like 3 weeks.
Okay.
It was like
so you
3
taped
weeks.
like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Cause I know like on TV time it seemed like you on there forever.
Yeah.
But when you actually filming, it goes by.
Right. Because the show was like 10 episodes. And I think I was on 8 of those.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
What was that like going through that process? Like,
it was weird. This is my first like TV thing, and then it's reality, so that's different.
and they moved y'all into a house.
They did. Like, we had to do like a psychological evaluation, make sure you weren't crazy. And then you had to do, we actually had to do like, health checkups and tests, make sure you ain't had no STDs or nothing and all that. And they was like, Flavor Flav has not been tested for anything. Sleep with him at your own risk.
What?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So we had to go through all of those, and then it was still at the last minute. I'm still holding my contract in my hand. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. Right? My homeboy Spilly, he was like, look, man, you just go on there and be funny. And I'm like, for real? I'm thinking I gotta like be in love. He was like, nah, just go in there and be funny. I was like, you know what? I can do that. So that's what happened.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And now, how does that feel from going to just Courtney Jackson? I'm just out here on the dream, and I'm just trying to figure this out. To now, you on national TV, and you getting like people everywhere is knowing
me.
Yeah,
weird, so weird. Like I remember we went to All-Star Weekend. So the show premiered in January of 2006. Okay. All-Star Weekend was like that February in Charlotte. Me and my friends, everywhere we went, it was like people were whispering like, there she is. That's her. That's her. There she go. There she go. That's her. And my friends was looking like, y'all talking about Courtney?
Yeah.
Courtney?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It was just the weirdest thing ever in life.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that gotta feel weird because you just out here trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And now you go from just 2 months to LA and then boom, you on TV.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Right.
Do you still talk to any of the girls that was on the cast with you?
So not like now. I mean, well, I won't say not now. I don't really have people's phone numbers anymore. Okay. But because I do my own podcast, Goldie interviews, and so I've interviewed a few of the girls. So people always like, well, when you gonna talk to this one? When you gonna get? So I'm like, if they respond to my DM, I get them. But yeah, so some girls I still have. Done interviews and stuff with. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then after the Flavor of Love, like, wasn't there another show that you did?
I did Charm School.
Yeah. With
Monique.
Yeah. What was that like? Was that kind of like, hey, we loved your energy or we like you, we wanted to bring you back on this?
Kind of thing. But the way they set it up though was different. They were like, oh, this is gonna be a women's empowerment show. And because I was mentally kind of done. Like I didn't want to really do reality anymore. After that, like I really wanted to do like real acting and scripted stuff after that. And then they were just like, no, this is a chance for you to really, show people who you, whatever. I don't know.
They was pumping you up.
Man, I just know I wanted that check. I wanted that check, Donte.
They was pumping you up.
They was pumping me up. They was gaslighting the hell out of me. And I said, well, okay.
Yeah.
So went on there, but it was a whole different vibe. Charm School was a whole different thing. Flavor of Love was so fun. It was just so fun. It was like a party. Like you wake up, you got open bar. Everybody, we was running around the crib, acting whatever you could think of. We in the pool. You know what I'm saying? We just having a ball. Every day was fun. Because there was only like, it was really, if you look at it, it was like New York had like that other kind of energy on there. She had like that standoffish, but everybody else was cool. So it was just fun. Charm School was different because there was money involved.
What kind of money? Like y'all win something?
Yeah. Charm School was like whoever wins. I think it was like $10,000 that you were gonna win. And so it was really like more of a cutthroat kind of show.
Like more competition kind of.
More of a competitor. Because Flavor of Love, I mean, you was going to win Flavor Flav. Yeah. I love him. I love him to death. I love him to death. That's my boy. But, you was going to win Flavor Flav. Won't like no dollar amount attached to winning that show. And it was just a different vibe. And then it brought in the girls from season 2. And so it was just a different vibe, But I really wasn't even on that one that long, because I made on Flavor Live to the Final Four.
Yeah,
got to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Look, when I say that at shows and people start clapping, I be like, don't clap for that. Don't clap for that. That's not like a real accomplishment. I mean, I just made it.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but I auditioned when they gave New York her show.
Oh, did you?
I auditioned for it and got it and turned it down.
Did you?
I did.
Okay, so do you regret turning it down?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Cause and this is how either naive or dumb or smart I am, right?
One of the three.
So I inboxed. This is when MySpace, I think, was popping, or Facebook. It was one of those two.
Cause when we first got to LA, it was MySpace, but Facebook was in there too.
So it may have been MySpace then.
Okay.
I inboxed somebody who had a Steve Harvey profile.
Okay.
And I asked him, I said, hey, I'm doing stand-up. Should I get on this show to get some national attention or should I just stick to stand-up and keep grinding?
Yeah.
He was like, keep grinding. Don't take the TV until you ready.
Until you ready. Yeah.
And I turned it down. And Pookie was like, nigga, no, go on there. Pookie was like, yeah, go on there.
Pookie was so dope during that time. He was so supportive of me and my career at that time. Like, for real, yeah. Shout out to Pookie.
Pookie told me to go on there, and sometimes I'd be like, I should have went on there. Cause to me, he was just like, just go in there, have fun, and just like,
that's all you gotta
know
do.
what I'm saying? Just get your name out. And I was like, dang, I should have, but I don't know.
You know, I feel exactly the same way. Being a person who did go and said yes and went on those shows, I feel the same way. At times, I feel like, man, I'm glad I did because I'm known, but at the same time, I feel like, I wish I had just waited and been more ready. Because like I said, I had just started stand-up comedy, and then you get known, and people are wanting to put you into these places, but you're not ready.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like I just had to keep grinding. And I remember one night Michael Collier was just like, I got done the Savoy. And he was just like, yeah, Goldie, you need to be more funny. Like, you need to be funny. And I was just like, I'm trying, Michael Collier. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to get there. You know what I mean? But you know, it takes years. It takes years to get it right.
Yes, to establish like a good act. It takes at least 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the stuff you was doing back in the day, you wouldn't even touch that material now.
At all.
all.
Sometimes I think about the old jokes. I be like, why was I even
saying that?
Why was I even
talking about that on stage? What was wrong with me? Because you just, you know, and that's really kind of how I ended up getting into that little skirmish with Monique, because I was in Atlanta performing at the Uptown. Sydney was there that night. And I'm just up, really just kind of jonesing on some of the girls that were on the show with me. And then I just threw her in the mix. Like, you know, I'm just you roasting people. Right? And, you know, somebody called her and said, I'm on stage talking about her. And I'm like, wait, no, it won't like that. Like, and it really wasn't like that. I was just up, just doing some material.
Just trying to
figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I did a whole show with her. I'm talking about Flavor Flav, but I haven't said anything about Charm School. So, like, let me try some Charm School stuff. And, you know, throwing that out there. And it just got misconstrued.
But here's the good and the bad thing about that little skirmish with Monique. Because you on the list of people like Oprah Winfrey, D.L. Hewley, Steve Harvey, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry.
And,
You on that list of people who got into a little skirmish with Monique and Courtney Jackson. You in that list of people.
Right. You know what I mean?
Did Monique ever like come in and talk to you, or
she called me?
She called you?
She called me.
What did she say?
Did. She called me. She said, what did you say in Atlanta? And I was just like, and I'm really not even thinking. Like, I'm like, Atlanta? I said, well, we was just in Atlanta. And then she said, no, what did you say at the club? And I go, yeah, well, I mean, I got the high-pitched voice, everything. And I'm thinking like, well, you know, I mean, I was doing some material about Charm School, and I did a joke about you, and then she was like, what was the joke? And I'm like, and it really wasn't even a joke. I was really just jonesing and, you know what I mean, and just saying some stuff. And then she was just like, well, comedians don't talk about other comedians on stage. And, you know, that's not what we do. And I was just like, okay. But it wasn't nothing malicious. I wasn't trying to come for you for real. I'm just trying to figure out some funny on stage type thing. Yeah, but she really took it personal. And you know, it really broke my heart because I didn't want that to have happened with somebody like a Monique. Like, no, my bad.
Yeah. And she didn't like try to coach you through that, or she was just like, she was like, don't talk about me on stage.
It was that. It was like that, yeah. Because, you know, she was just like, I don't feel comfortable with you anymore. I was like,
What you mean? What you mean comfortable? What you mean? Cause was she touring with you, or you touring with her?
that was kind of on the table. Like that was being discussed. Like she was gonna take me on the road or whatever and do some dates, but we never did any dates or nothing like that.
Because of that Atlanta situation.
I don't think that it was just because of that. I just think it may have been a "you're not ready" kind of thing. You know, at that time. So I don't know.
How do you get ready without the stage time?
Without the stage time to try the material that you want to see if it's going to work or if it don't. You know what I mean? So.
Did she even allow you like to really explain, or did you even really like explain like, look, I wasn't trying to go
I did. Nah. I went hard. You know I did. You know I went hard on that phone because I was like, no, I want you to get. I really wasn't trying to come for you in that kind of way. I'm really just trying to find some funny in what we did on this show. And so I can talk about it on stage, you know what I mean? And, but, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess just when you're in a position like that, because I really respect her a ton. I think she's had a dope career. But, you know, I just think when you're in that position, so many people come for you that it's like, you know, she's like, oh, and you're one more? Oh, you're going to be one more person to come? Like, nah, I'm just kind of thing. So what can you do? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in God. You know what I mean? And God is where my blessings come from. So I can't really get too worked up into that didn't work or that didn't happen. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I got another blessing coming. Like, God gonna do something else. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I ain't tripping.
And so that's why I think where most OGs, if you will, where they kind of like not drop the ball, but kind of miss like, nigga, I'm just trying to figure this out.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
And if you just give me some game or make me understand, like, look, this is, because I know, like, for everybody else, it probably seemed like, Courtney, you was a big-time reality star. You've been doing stand-up. But to you just like, I'm a baby in this.
I'm a baby. Just started.
And this is what I want people to understand. You are a baby when your first 5 years of comedy, you are consider ages in life. From 0 to 5 years, you are still baby. You are still bumping your head. You still trying to figure out what am I doing? Yeah. And
can I touch the stove?
Yeah.
Let me touch it again. Exactly. No, it's really hot. Yeah.
And even though you may be an adult, when it comes to stand-up, you are still a child in the stand-up realm because you're trying to figure out your voice, trying to figure out what's funny, what do you want to talk about? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think where most OGs miss, and sometimes they just don't even give you the game. They just be like, nigga, figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Cause I had to figure it out. And you like, okay, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a bit that I used to do all the time about Africans, right? And so like it always got laughs. I thought it was funny, you know what I'm saying? So I did it all the time. And I went to Chicago. I remember in this Nigerian guy, he said, you know what? I don't know if I like that bit. He said, because I don't think it paints, you know, Africans or Nigerian people in the proper light kind of thing. And I don't want them to like get mad or turn on you or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Okay. I can take that into consideration. And now I don't even do that bit.
Here's the thing what I would say about that, Courtney. Audience members, I wouldn't take no advice for them. I wouldn't.
Well, this was my boy, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this was my boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to being creative as far as like joke telling, you got to be able to say what you think is funny. You know what I mean? Even if, like we just said earlier, it's bull jokes that we probably wouldn't touch down.
Right.
But at this time, you got to be able to go with what you think is funny and be able to say what you think is funny. And if they turn on you, then that's just what you just got to learn because that's going to give you that strong, thick skin once you start telling jokes. It's something like when you start doing jokes and it don't go right, you need that thick skin to just keep battling through.
Going.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember, did you used to go to Ken Whitley and Buddy's spot?
It was like a little bar in
on Ventura.
Yes.
And I remember I used to watch Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb would come in there every Wednesday, and sometimes he'll have on them medical scrubs. I'd be like, what? Why you got on medical scrubs? What are you doing, Corey? So Corey would sit on that stool and he would just tell jokes back to back to back. And like, if they didn't work, he would hunch his shoulders and keep going.
Yeah.
And just keep going. And I would just be in awe, like, this man really does not care if it doesn't work. He just keeps going. So yeah, you know what I mean? I got you. Yeah.
And I think all comics have to learn that. But I think when you offend people, some jokes gonna offend people.
Mm-hmm.
Some jokes are, you know what I mean? It's
offensive.
Just, yeah, it
by
just
nature.
is. Yes.
Right.
It just is what it is. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think my sensibility or what I think is funny now is more about me.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
Instead of like painting a picture or saying somebody whatever, something else about observative comedy, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I think more things is funny. Like, let me tell y'all what happened to me or going about
my
me.
life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because nobody can tell those stories like you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you don't get to learn that between 0 and 5. Because you just out.
You trying anything. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Whatever comes to you. Mm-hmm.
So what happened after that? When once that happened, where
Well,
are you at now?
I lost my agent. Well, no, my manager at the time. Oh, excuse me. My manager at the time, she was out of Chicago. And she just felt like that was going to really damage my career. I'm like, look, my career is cool, but it ain't all that right now. Like, I just got like a little reality show career type. Feel me? But she just felt like that was really going to hurt me. So I didn't, me and her didn't go any further after that point.
Was that Mary?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, and it was well anyway.
Yeah,
I won't put it out there like that.
No,
but so yeah, but from then on, but that really didn't faze me too much because I've always had like a real strong faith in God. I'm telling you, and I knew like I hated that it happened, but I was like, no, God got some. He still got some blessings coming my way. He still got some good stuff coming my way. I ain't tripping. I'm still out here in these streets.
Yeah.
And so I just kept grinding. I ended up moving to New York. To Brooklyn, New York, to they say go to New York, you get funny, you get funnier. So I went to New York to really like get out there and try to get better. And I was in New York for a year. New York was dope though. Let me just say shout out to New York. Okay, New York was dope. I had a good time, right?
Okay.
And I was working with kids out there too, so that was cool.
Okay.
That was always material. But I was there for like a year, and then my dad got sick. And I had to move back home to North Carolina to take care of my dad. Donte, you talking about sad?
Yeah.
Like tear emojis, like, oh my God. I went from Brooklyn, New York, where I was working in Harlem. I mean, I was living the life. Like, I was doing, doing good. I went from that to moving back to rural North Carolina on a dirt road in a double wide with my dad. Who was suffering from strokes. So at that time, he couldn't even talk. So, yeah. And I was in there, like, every day. I was just, like crying my eyes out, like, how long I gotta be here? How long, Lord? And I remember I was listening to, like, the Marvin Sapp CD, because I was still listening to CDs at the time. Yeah. And I was listening to the boombox. Okay? And I was listening to Marvin Sapp every day. And it was just like, that never would have made it. That was before the remix came out. That never would have made it. Just really helped me get through, And I ended up being with my dad for the next 2 years before he passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Man. Yeah. So, yeah. And then I went back to school and got my master's.
Really?
And that's when I became a therapist.
Okay. What school did you go? You went back to North Carolina?
I didn't go to Carolina. I went to Fayetteville State.
Okay.
Fayetteville State University. Bronco Pride.
Okay.
HBCU.
Yeah. Where'd you get your master's in?
Social work.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got fully licensed as a therapist in 2019.
Really? Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you got a smart too. Yeah. Funny and smart. Okay.
Silly, man.
Yeah. And then when did you go back?
During that time, I was only doing like, random comedy, situations. Like I'd do a family reunion or, we got this birthday party. You do comedy, don't you? Come do this birthday party. Yeah. And it would just be little random, but I wasn't really doing it. And so anyway, I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to, because I mean, I didn't want to give up on my career. And I was like, you know what? Dallas. Dallas. That's where I need to be. I need to go to Dallas.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I had seen, what's his name? I think is it Bryson Brown?
Yeah.
Bryson Brown.
Yeah,
that
from
opens
Houston.
Yeah, he opens for Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah, and I went to see Bruce perform, and I saw him, and both of them just killed it. I mean, they destroyed
Yeah,
that night.
Bryson funny.
Yeah, Bryson hilarious. And I was just like, I said, man, where do you live? Where you? And I think he told me Dallas at the time. And he was like, yeah, man, we got 7 comedy clubs. And I was like, 7 comedy clubs? Oh, well, you know what? I think that's where I need to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then that was right at the beginning of COVID. So I had to wait another year to go through COVID.
Yeah.
But that was beautiful too, because within that year is when I developed my podcast. So that's when I started doing Goldie interviews out of my living room.
Okay.
And I started reconnecting with all the comedians.
Yeah.
And so that helped me get back in there too.
You know what I see for you? Kim Whitley. Like
Yeah. I've always heard that. Yeah.
I think it will be hilarious. You and Kim Whitley on like a buddy cop movie where y'all or something to the fact where you playing off of Kim Whitley, because y'all, I don't know, like I met Kim Whitley a couple of times, but I think y'all energy is like
similar.
Exactly.
I heard that back way before I even moved to LA.
Really?
Yeah. People used to say that all the time. You remind me of that comedian, that lady, Kim Whitley. Yeah.
Have you ever like got to talk to Kim or?
Yeah, like I said, we used to do the club with her and Buddy. So I used to talk to her all the time.
And y'all never like try to, because I know Kim Whitley is kind of like all over the place, like her. You know what I mean? She kind of all.
I think me and Kim both got that ADHD for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, man, she's dope. Yeah, Kim is dope. I would love to do anything with her. Yeah.
I can see Chris Spencer writing something for you and.
Let me find out. You go on and prophesy that thing. Go put that thing out there. Yes.
I can see.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah. I can see Chris writing something for you and Kim.
Yeah. I love
or creating something for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that'll be dope. Yeah. I think that'll be super dope and funny.
Yeah.
Especially with all these different platforms that are looking for content now.
Oh, that's what I said now. Like Tubi, I feel like everybody on Tubi. Oh man, this episode right here gonna be on Tubi.
Not legally. Not legally.
Oh man.
I think that'll be super dope, man.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
So I kind of want to turn the page.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little sad.
Okay. All right.
Because I remember, I think my first time going over to your place or to your house to either write or doing something. One of our boys was there.
That's what you.
I wish at the time.
We're doing something.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think we were supposed to be doing like a writing session at your house or something like that.
Probably.
And one of our boys, Fu, was there. He remembered.
You know, Fu was my roommate.
See, that's what I want to. Yeah.
Fu was my roommate. Yep, Fu Quan Johnson. Yeah, man. So that was hard. That's still hard.
Man.
I shot a movie. I shot a short, and Fu was the star of my short. It's on YouTube. It's on his page. Yeah, it was called Range Rover Goldie. And Fu, yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, me and Fu used to, like, we were always performing at the Ha Ha together. And Big Mike, who passed away too. I don't know if you knew Big Mike.
I don't know Big Mike.
Big Mike. He had a birthday. We took him out for his birthday. And that night, Fu was like, well, can you drop me back off in my car? And I was like, all right, cool. So I took him to his car. But you know how you looking at a car and the car look like it ain't been moved in a long time? You feel me? Like the tires just look like they ain't moved. Like they ain't turned in a minute. And I was just like, Fu, you living in your car? And he was just like, man, you know, temporary. And I was just like, no, you not. See, at that point, I'm fresh from North Carolina now. So the idea of somebody living in their car was like, no, foreign, no. And then he was so fly every day. Every time I seen him, he was fly.
Yeah.
So, you would never think. And I was like, no, you coming home with me tonight. That's exactly what I said. I was like, you coming home with me tonight. So when I got home, we walked in the door. My roommate, Renata, was laying on the futon. And I said, Nada, he been sleeping in his car. And she was like, no, he not. He said...
And y'all just took it in, Foo?
We just took Foo in.
Really?
We just took Foo in just like that. Foo became our roommate that same night. And I don't remember how long he lived with us. It was some months. But he was just my dude, man. He was just my dude. He was so real and so funny. And he would always be like there to help me, try to figure out material. And he gave me that, what was it, Judy something? I forgot her last name. The comedy Bible. Judy something. He gave me that book and he was like, nah, kid. You know how he was? Yeah. Nah, kid. You got to do it like this. This how you set it up. Yeah. And then I got to interview him on my podcast.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm so glad I got him on there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Before he passed away. But
man, I was so surprised and shocked. And I was like, because Foo was a good dude. And here's the thing about Foo. Foo knew everybody.
He knew everybody.
And he was cool with everybody. Yeah. Everybody loved Foo.
Yeah.
And I remember when I played basketball. Pookie challenged me to a basketball game. Like,
did he now? But Pookie used to play ball for real. Pookie
I know. I seen Hall. Yeah. He challenged me to a basketball game when I was at the comedy club. He was like, "Nigga, let's go play right now." I was like, "I mean, I ain't got like the proper." He was like, "Nah, nigga, let's play right now." And I think Foo went with us. He was at the court with us. I'm just like, Foo was just that guy that everybody just embraced and loved.
Yeah.
And he was just
because he was so real.
Man.
Yeah, me and Foo used to go to the club together, and I would try to like hook him up with people. I'd be like, Foo, what about her? What about her? But like that was, we was just cool like that, man. That was my dude.
Where were you when you found out? When you found out about his passing? Do you remember?
Man, I really don't. I don't know, cause I don't. Yeah, no, I can't say. But that was just so devastating.
I was on Instagram. Okay. I was just scrolling, and somebody put up a post like RIP. I'm like, what? And then I seen it on TMZ. I'm like, this nigga Foo famous now.
Yeah, in death.
I was like, God damn, man. And he had been like trying, like, you know what I mean, to really just get on and he was just like the realest comic, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck when he was on stage.
What did Foo used to say? And that was so funny to me. He would get on stage. He said, one thing I can do, yo lesbian lover can't do. Come in your face.
Man,
I love that dude.
I miss Foo, man.
I really, yeah.
I miss Foo, man.
He was just so.
It's so crazy to me being here in Dallas and just hearing about like David Arnold and just different people just passing away because it's like it just feel like damn, you know what I mean? And David was on his way, like
he was there.
Yeah, superstardom. You know what I mean?
And you talk about that's Kim Whitley. That was Kim Whitley's best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool too. David Arnold was one of them that would just embrace you like as a young comic. He was a friend to like young comics, you know, because I know he had that class.
Yes.
That writing class. And he was dope. Just a good guy. That was shocking. I remember when I heard about that one. I was in traffic, literally sitting in traffic. It was an accident here in Dallas, and it was an accident. So it was like miles of like cars. We just here. We don't know. And then my boy Carlton. I don't know if you remember Carlton Davidson.
Yeah.
Carlton called me, and I was just like, I couldn't move. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. That was sad, man. Yeah. It just feels surreal that they just not here no more. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Good dudes.
Great dudes. Yeah, but when you get a chance, you should go back and watch that little short movie.
Okay.
That I shot.
What is it
with
called?
Range Rover Goldie.
Range Rover Goldie.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it look real,
real tubey-ish.
Real tubey-ish. It's very short and tubey-ish. The budget wasn't high. There wasn't a budget for that.
Yeah.
But food did his thing in there. Did you see the video where he played a roach?
No.
He played a roach for what was it? Laugh Mob Laugh Tracks.
No.
Yes. Killed it as a roach.
No, I didn't see that.
Yes, he played, and then he played a African TSA person. Yeah, because when I interview people, I have to research them. Yeah, so I was watching all this. So I'm like, man, I didn't know you did all this.
God damn. Only thing I remember that had me dying laughing as far as his videos, the one that Marlon did for Halloween, where he kicked him in the chest.
Oh yeah, that one.
I was like, why y'all doing food like that, man?
Wait. I just saw the one with Shantae Wayans, and she was talking about man itch or jock itch or something like that. And fool was sitting on the couch.
Nice.
Yeah. Fool was out there.
Man.
He was in them streets. Like, he really was out there getting it.
God damn.
Yeah.
Miss food, man.
I do. I really do.
God damn. So what you doing now, man? I know you still performing. I know you still hitting stages. Like, where can people find you performing at? What you doing next?
So, and I'm so mad too because I was hosting a room way out in Louisville, but the restaurant shut down. I was over there at Hat Tricks.
Okay.
But now, man, they just have to follow me on my social media because I post all my, upcoming shows or whatever. I'm gonna be in Fort Worth. I'm being Fort Worth on the 14th.
Okay.
With Claws Out Comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm headlining for that. And man, I got some stuff coming out of town, but I'm out here.
Okay.
I'm out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just getting it. And I do my show on Instagram Live. My handle is Goldie_98. And so I do that every Thursday night at 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to get you on there.
Okay, most definitely.
Yes, so I can get in your business.
Yeah, get
in
there.
Business.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah. I do therapy and everything. I'm really just trying to get it. But I think it's funny because a lot of comedians look at like a job, a work. What's that? I'm not working no job. Like that's the pinnacle of success is just being able to do stand up full time, right? And it is no shade because it is. But I really love doing therapy too. You know what I mean? So it's like I really want both. So that's kind of my happy place is to be able to, do both. And I help other women who are in facially challenged relationships.
Okay.
Like the one I was
in with
Flay.
And people can book a session with you? Like Flay with Flay.
Like what I was in with Flay, yeah. Oh man, nah, real talk. Yeah. So I'm right now. I'm with Balance Beacon, mental health agency. They're in Euless.
Okay.
So it's close, up the street a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can they do online? Like if people in a different state, if they want to book a session with you, you guys do virtual sessions?
So the thing with that is I'm licensed in North Carolina and Texas.
Okay.
If you're outside of those states, I can be a life coach to you. Legally.
Okay.
I can be a life coach. So just hit me, they can just hit me via DM.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can set it up.
Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Dang, something else I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Love life. Fuck it.
God.
Let's
Here
go.
we go.
Yeah, let's
Here we go. I gotta
get
take
into
a
your
sip.
business.
Right. I gotta take a sip.
What's going on in your love life?
Man, we sweating like some hostages on here. Please, I have the money. I will give you all the money, please. Give me some air condition, please. Oh, God, no. Not another hour. It's so hot. Donte refuses to pay for air, but anyway. What were you asking me, sir?
Love life. What's happening in your love life? Let's go. Let's get in your business.
So I'm dating.
Okay.
I'm dating. You know,
Okay.
I'm out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Still, you know, mixing and mingling. You
Okay.
feel me? You know, I like to diversify my portfolio. You talking about, I date them young, I date them older.
Now let's quantify young.
Okay.
What's young? How young are we going?
I mean,
24?
no, that's a little too young.
Okay. 27, 28?
Yeah, I like to do the high 20s, like 27 and up.
Okay.
You know, they fun. They fun. You be having fun.
Okay.
Right. No judgment, even though me and your mama the same age. I don't care. I don't care. Hey, girl, hey. Being nasty with your son. And, older sometimes, because those are the brothers that
What's
like
older? 60?
So, let's see.
60, 50?
60. I would go a little, maybe 65.
Really?
Maybe 65.
Oh, you trying to get them just out of retirement? Just into retirement.
Into retirement. Exactly. They got a lot of free time on their heads. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't never doing nothing. Hey, girl, how you doing? What's up, baby? Girl, I ain't doing nothing. I'm still on the couch watching bananas. They ain't never doing nothing but on that couch. I clear. So, they got a lot of time for you. But, I'm just dating.
Okay.
Yes, I'm having a good time, and
well, good.
but I'm open to Mr. Right. Mr. Right. I'm open to whenever that happens. It's funny, when I was in North Carolina, I was dating a preacher. Yeah, and I thought that was gonna be,
You gonna be a first lady?
I was gonna be a first lady. Yeah, I was in the church. I was in my Bible. I was in my word on the regular. And why a lot of people, I really don't need to talk about this much, but I'll tell you, I was celibate for 9 years.
While you was dating him?
I met him kind of at the end of that, at the end of the celibacy time.
Okay. So he brought you out of the celibacy.
Pastor,
goddamn pastor, you dirty dog pastor, you breaking her out ourselves.
Oh, hey, it get tough on you. It get tough. It's easy to be celibate when you are not in a relationship. I would say that, yeah. It's just you and Jesus.
Yeah.
You and the Lord.
But for 9 years? How did you do 9 years, though?
Because I wasn't really in a situation with nobody, and I was super in church. I was heavy in church.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you even start being celibate? Did you get like your heart broken or something, or bad relationship?
No, that's kind of what brought me out of it. But I like, Lord, you're taking too long. I'm waiting on a husband. I just know, I felt like, because that really kind of happened when I left, soon as I left LA. And I was like, man, it's not working. You know what I mean? Like being, just kind of doing me and being in the street, like it ain't working. I wanted a husband. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be 100% for the Lord. We'll be all the way in there. Yeah. So that was that. That was that. I'm not mad at it though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I really was like I was focused, and I got through school and all of that. Yeah. So it gave me time to really grow. I was really.
Did you learn anything about yourself in that time?
Ooh, that I don't like being celibate. That I missed some things.
Okay.
I missed some things. I think I really kind of learned to like love me more. Yeah. Okay. I learned to appreciate what I was bringing to the table other than just sex. And, that was kind of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was good. It was cool. And I was living with my cousin some of that time, who was a pastor. So she kept me on the straight and narrow path. Yeah. It's hard to be, bringing people through when you live with when you there with the pastor.
Yeah. Would you ever do like a Goldie for love?
Would I do a Goldie for love? Oh man, I don't know. If the money was right, maybe. Yeah. See, when you start just throwing out stuff like shows, you be like, "Nah, I'm good," and then they show you that money, you be like, "Oh, maybe."
No, but it's not the money. You trying to find like a for real dude.
Don't think I would want to find love on TV. I don't think I would.
Okay.
That just, it's something, I don't know. I feel like it brings out a certain level of I want to be famous in people.
Okay.
More so than the actual thing.
Connection.
Yeah, than the connection. Because I couldn't get out of my head thinking, are you on here for me? Are you on here?
Well, I mean, that's why you put them through the ringer. You gotta see if are they here for TV or are they here for you.
Uh-huh.
You know
maybe
what I'm saying?
maybe you can help produce it. You gonna produce it?
I certainly will. Me and my partner John, we will certainly produce that for Goldie for love.
Yeah. And then we can y'all, because y'all are men, so you will know how I can really vet them.
And I would pick from all different spectrums. I'm talking about from white to Indian to black to Chinese.
Okay.
All types of men.
Okay.
And they'll be from gangsters to lawyers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's what's up. I'm envisioning all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I think that would be perfect.
Yeah. We'll get you married out here.
Fun.
Yeah, we're gonna get you married out here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Okay.
I've gained some skills in my time. So, yeah.
Goldie, man, I appreciate you, man. You don't even understand. Like, it's good to see you again, catching up. Like, this feels like it's funny to really start something, you know what I mean, like comedy, and then just see how people evolve and grow, and now they in their older age, you know what I mean? It's good to I remember we was at the same time when like Tiffany Haddish was like,
we were.
She was like on her come up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever do the after hours comedy spot?
Which one?
Oh man, it was on like Wilshire. It was like deep on Wilshire.
Oh,
but that's why I remember I used to perform with Tiffany a lot, and what's his name? I forgot the other guy.
So.
I forgot, but anyway, it was like a lit little spot that people used to just drop in at like 1, 2 in the morning.
It was like a upstairs in the back. Yeah, and I think what's his name? They used to host it. He was from Compton.
You talking about Lil G?
No, shit. I can't remember.
Yeah. But I got pictures. I have pictures from that spot.
Do you?
Yeah.
It used to be like a little club.
Yep, that little stage. Yeah. Yep. Then they had the smoke room on the side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
We came. I mean, I remember watching like Kevin Hart go from, old boy from Soul Plane to Kevin Hart. Because every time he would hit that stage at the Laugh Factory, it'd be crazy.
It's crazy for me because I remember when I first moved back to LA from Texas, my first time, I remember Cat Williams was doing that same thing, but Cat had already got the buzz on him. He was already on his way like to superstardom.
Yeah.
And then to run around with Kevin a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was already like kind of getting famous, you know what I'm saying? You could tell when he was like, he was still famous, but he was still like running around with us, you know what I mean? Not with us, but just running around hitting different clubs. And then to see where he is now is just like, God damn.
Yeah. Like we really watch people blow.
Yeah.
From being just, regular people.
Yeah.
And then that was the time, cause like I was cool with Bob Sumner. And he was, he was doing all the stuff with the newer Def Jam.
Yeah.
And then I was going to the tapings and like, man, this is amazing. This is dope. Okay.
Yeah.
And man, yeah. Bob got me my manager now.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, Vance Bradford out of San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah. Go ahead and leave your handle where people can reach out to you and call you, whatever, Instagram you, DM you.
Yeah, my handle on Instagram, which I'm mostly on IG, is Goldie Goldie _98. And I'm on Facebook. It's just Courtney Jackson. And my TikTok is Courtney Goldie. Yeah, TikTok is Courtney Goldie Jackson. And so that's it. That's where we at.
Yeah.
Out in the streets.
Yeah. Goldie, thank you for tapping in with us, man.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This
Absolutely.
is dope.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
I love it. I
appreciate
need some merch. I need something.
We're going to get you something. We'll get you a hoodie.
Something to take thank you.
You may not be able to wear it right now.
It's hot.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I got you a hoodie. I got you one.
I can wear it in 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months. It'll be just right.
Exactly.
We had them 2 days of cold weather. 2 days.
Exactly. Yo, man, thank y'all for tapping in, man. This has been the Tap In Podcast, man. Holla.
All right.